What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are setting up the Triops tank. So this is going to be a pretty cool video because these guys are like really creepy and like prehistoric. I will put a picture on there to let you guys see what they look like. But we are setting up this little tank setup for them, and it says they will hatch in 24 to 72 hours, so we'll have those by the next video so we can show those to you guys. And we're gonna put them in the bigger all-natural tank because I think they'll look super cool in that. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every other day and it's all on new stuff every time, and the channel's growing pretty good right now, so be sure to subscribe right now. So let's get to unboxing this boy. So this is the little kit it came in, Triassic Triops. So yeah, it comes with the little thing, the cage thing, and that's what they look like. So you can see they definitely look pretty prehistoric, very creepy, and they only take like 24 hours to hatch, so that's good. And yeah, these guys are just like little crustaceans, so that it's like a crab is a crustacean. So they basically just go around and like eat all the stuff off the ground and just try to find any food they can. So they look pretty sweet, and they just like clean your tank, so that's good. But we're just gonna try them out in our tank and see how they look. Maybe get some eggs from them. I don't know. They live about like 3 months at the longest, so like we'll have them for a couple months and then see if we can grow some more with their eggs. And these things only take like 24 hours to hatch, so that's good. They'll be hatching pretty soon. We can show those to you guys. And they usually live in like puddles and stuff, so when the puddle dries up, they just sit, the eggs just sit in there, and then once it rains again and the puddle reforms, then they come out and hatch again. I just really like them because it's literally a dinosaur. If you look at that thing, it's got 3 eyes, for God's sakes. Look at that. So creepy. But yeah, they call them like living fossils because it literally looks like a dinosaur. So I just think it's gonna look pretty dank in the tank, if you know what I mean. I'm just gonna unbox it right here so you guys can see everything that's in it. Also, we got a new camera, so the quality is not going to be all poop sacky, so it should be a lot better. But let's get unboxing this. Just gonna open this up. There we go. This was not expensive either. It was only like 17 bucks. It comes with like all this stuff. Got the tank right there. I think all the stuff's in there, all the like gravel and stuff. So you guys can see that. It's like a little tank thing. Pretty nice. And then I don't know what that is, but we got some instructions too. Probably gonna need those later on in the box. So let's open this thing up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just gonna... Let's see here. Oh, that's not good. Looks like one of the bags busted open. I'll use this stuff that fell out. Put that in there. Now I'm just gonna add the rest of this bag in here. Dump it in there. Oh, wrong side. Where's the opening? There it is. It just split open. I don't even know how when they shipped it. Which kind of sucks, but I think it should still work. All that stuff got on the table, which I'm gonna have to clean up later. And I'm hoping there's not too many of the eggs in there. Hopefully most of them got in there still, so we can still hatch a couple. But we also have this packet which has the eggs in it, and there's eggs in here, right there, that we can use later. So if none of these hatch, then we can definitely use these and that, but I think they'll still hatch. This also came with a little water droplet thing and a fossil right there, some little temperature gauger, so you can, it has to be like a certain temperature, it has to be over like some light and stuff, and then all this food, guess that's what they eat, that, and then that's like the baby food, you gotta crush that up, and then I think that's some food too. This was probably the worst place I could have done it, because everything that spilt out is literally now stuck in the like green mesh of the little poker table we got here, because like it's so hard to get out. So I'm gonna try to vacuum that, but it's gonna be tough. So if you're doing this at home, just make sure to not put it on like mesh or something. Do it on like a clean table, because it's not good right now. I read the directions wrong, and you're supposed to add the water in first and then dump all the sand and stuff in there. So I'm just gonna pour this back into there, and then we'll get going from there. It says this is for like kids, but there's no way like little kids could do this. It's way more complicated than just like for little kids. There's no way. I'm just gonna use some of the hose water up here and fill it up, because this doesn't have any like chlorine or anything in it. There we go, we got it all filled up, looking nice. I also put that little temperature gauge in there so we can see how warm it is. It has to be like 72 degrees. So I might put that heater in there, right there, because that's supposed to go in that, but I don't really need it because the fish I'm putting in here can kind of live in like any temperature almost. So I'm gonna just put it in there to make sure temperature stays warm for them. Look at these boys swimming around in the new camera. Looks a ton better. There's the heater in it. Doesn't look the best, but once they grow big enough, then we're just gonna be putting them in this tank, which this tank will look all clear. Looks pretty gross right now, but it will be all clear once I get the filter in it and everything. But yeah, there's the heater heating it up. It's at 56 right now, so it's got like 20 more degrees to go. I also have to add one of these limestone rocks to it. I don't know what that does. Once that gets all heated up, then we'll dump some of the rocks in. So we'll be back in like 20 minutes probably. This is pretty much like a big experiment for me too, because I've never done this, so I don't know if they're gonna grow or not, but hopefully we get a couple out of it so we can put it in the bigger tank and they'll be looking really good in there, looking all dinosaur-y and stuff. She's heating up, getting all warm. There they are, scrunching away. I was reading the little booklet thing on the tri-ups, that it like came in the box or whatever, and it says they are from like before the dinosaurs, and the reason they're able to live so long, like up until now, is because their eggs can be dried up in like a state called diapause for 15 years, and then if you just add water, then they'll rehatch again. And they also have like they have this thing where they can reproduce without another mate. So if the female doesn't have a male to like mate with, it can just make its own eggs and stuff and then deposit them in the dirt, and then they can reproduce just like that. So hopefully these things grow so we can have some prehistoric animals living in our tank. That would be pretty sweet. There's a closer look at what they look like. Super like dinosaur-y. And that's like how big they get. That's like actual size, so like 2 inches, 3 inches. But yeah, you can make them a lot bigger too, but that's only if they grow for a super long time. But that's like average right there. Alright, I've waited for a good while, let the little sodium rocks dissolve in it a little bit, and now I'm gonna add the rocks with the eggs in it. There it goes, just like that. There it all is in there. I'm hoping the heater doesn't mess it up at all. I don't think it will, but I'm just hoping it won't. And like I said before, this is the first time I've ever done it, so it's like a experiment kind of. But if this doesn't work, we still have a lot more like packs of eggs that we can try, and there's like a warranty that I can get more eggs if they don't hatch, so we'll definitely have some in the future. The fish for this tank right here said they will be here around like 5 o'clock tomorrow, so we should have those by tomorrow, and then the next day the video will be putting all those fish in here and like getting it all set up and stuff, so be ready for that one. This duckweed has just grown like crazy. When I first put it in here, there's only probably like half in it, but now it's just covering the whole thing. All the roots are growing a ton. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and hit the notifications bell so you know when I'm posting. And peace.